start a party, we will party hard.
Hi, hello, YouTubers and bloggers. We're going to talk about Warped Tour 2010 today. We did go yesterday to Mountain View and saw some pretty wicked bands. This is the first year I've never been burnt. It's pretty awesome.
SPF 100, guys. Go for it.
Go for it. I highly recommend SPF 100, even though it smells like glue and looks like glue and feels like glue. We're gonna update you guys on some of the bands, and I did get to go to some of the, not just merchandise tables, but sponsor booths to get to talk to some people about their causes and stuff. There's some causes I would say don't go to those booths. They're a crock of shit. And then there's some booths I would recommend everybody going to and like signing up for because it would be pretty awesome. I'm going to let Heather start with the band she saw because we didn't see all the same bands, so.
Sparks Rescue? Sparks Rescue, they did really well. They were very, friendly to their crowd. It was a small crowd. They're not a huge band yet. They were very friendly to all of the people they met because they don't have that many fans. They had very small crowds of people coming up to them, but they really deserve a big crowd anyways. So I would recommend going to see them if you like their style of music. They're like a popish rock kind of thing. And going to meet them because they're genuinely nice people. So
Where are they from?
they are from Portland, Maine, I think they said.
From Maine.
Yeah.
Was it Call the Cops?
Call the Cops. Oh, yeah. They were fun. They sounded good. I did not get to meet them, but I'm sure meeting them would be a good experience. I have a feeling they would be. There's another smaller band. Very popish. Very techno-pop kind of thing. They're fun, though.
First band I went to see of the day was Alisana, of course. I've seen them 3 out of the 5 years I've been going to Warped Tour. They put them on a very small stage. That was not a good idea at all. Warped Tour needs to get a clue. They were on the amphitheater stage, which is divided in half between the AP and the Glamour Kills, which sucked really bad because the feedback was horrible because there's so many speakers on the stage and so many different chords and like wrong ways to fuck things up. It's horrible. Was so sick though because you would think with that small of a little area no one would move. Me and my best friend Brianna started the mosh pit. We were like, fuck you hardcore dancer kids, go flail somewhere else, we're gonna mosh to this. And we got like pretty much half of the whole entire crowd moving to it. Like, it was so awesome. The only downside was the damn chairs. Like, everybody was being pushed into those hot orange chairs that were retarded. But Alisana did amazing. They have a new guitarist now, and he really did prove himself yesterday. I was kind of worried that he was going to, like, not be good at all, but he did well. They are very, like, crowd-oriented. Like, they want so much feedback from the people that are watching them. Like, I think it was Apology. The crowd sang the whole beginning of that song. Sean did not do a damn thing. He just held the mic out there and was just, like, singing this shit. Like, it was awesome. Afterwards, I was walking to go and see Mice and Men, and we ended up being right behind the lead singer of Alisana. So I tapped him on the shoulder, and we were talking about feedback and music and all that other stuff, and he was really, really nice. Like, I would recommend going and seeing Alisana and then, like, going to their tent afterwards because they are such down guys. You will be standing in a line to go and see them or talk to them because they are well known. And then of Mice and Men, I got to see 2 songs by them before I went to go and see Sum 41. But of Mice and Men, they are a band that I would definitely recommend going and seeing. One of my friend's bands from San Diego just had a show with them recently, and they are fantastic. They are very, very active on stage, like very active. The crowd wasn't as into it as I would have thought they would have been, Personally, I think Of Mice and Men should have been on the all-tech stage along with all the other hardcore bands that were running that stage, because there were a couple bands on all-tech that should not have been there. Like Breathe Carolina, they shouldn't have been there.
The crowd for Mice and Men was pretty into it, though. That's where I was. So.
Yeah, you can comment on Mice and Men. You can comment on everybody you've seen.
Yeah,
if you want to chime in, go right on ahead.
I mean, if you're really into them, you might want to stick to the back, because apparently everyone in the back loves them and knows all their stuff, so.
Yeah, because I think everybody that was in the front of Mice and Men went to see them because their friends were going to see them, and they'd never heard of them before because they were all sitting in the front and they were just kind of bouncing. They didn't really know the words. They didn't really understand the music. There were a couple people in the front that I saw that were just standing there texting. The band I saw after Of Mice and Men, Sum 41. Everyone should know them. If you don't know them, then you're retarded. I'm sorry. This was their comeback show after being gone for 4 years. I think it's been 4 years.
Probably.
I think the last time I heard Sum 41 come out with something was like my sophomore year in high school.
Yeah.
Ownage. The whole entire amphitheater was packed full of people all the way to the top.
It was intense. The crowd was going crazy.
Sum 41 should not have been on the Glamour Kill stage in the amphitheater.
Tiny.
That was stupid. I'm sorry. They are overly well known. They should have been on the main stage where they belonged. Because Maggie, shut up. Their crowd did not fit in the amphitheater whatsoever. Like, I did get to crowd surf from halfway down, like, in the stands, because I was like, I'm not going to stand in the stands and watch Sum 41. That's fucking retarded. So I crowd surfed down the stands into the front and kicked someone in the face so I could stand in the front. So they dropped me. And I was like, it was so much fun. The only downside to that is I was like crowd surfing over chairs. Like, at least 3 or 4 chairs were broken during Sum 41. Like, I saw them pulling them out of the crowd. It was bad.
Yeah. They had them off to the side later. There was a ton of broken chairs.
The awesome part about it, though, is that Derek, their lead singer, was not singing half of the song.
Everyone else was.
Everyone else was. And the songs were not going full through. Like, he'd stop halfway through the song where there's normally just a pause and then it goes right back into something. And he'd get the crowd involved in it, so it would take like 5 or 10 minutes just to get that going. Like, what song was it? Over My Head, I think, where it says Sacrifice.
Yeah.
He divided it up, like, middle section, right side, and left side, to scream that, and then all together everybody sang it, and then they started up again. It was so awesome.
Yeah, I think they did that again for, like, In Too Deep or something.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but there were people as old as my dad there singing Sum 41. If you don't know who Sum 41 is, experience it. Because that's awesome. A lot of people, that's like their first punk music. But now it's no longer like considered punk. It's considered pop punk, but whatever. No one cares. Okay, so I went to see Parkway Drive. I do not like them. I didn't like their music recorded or anything. They're Australian. They still did not appeal to me. Like, they had amazing stage presence. Probably the only part I was entertained about, but their music was just so generic. They are an okay band to go and see if you're just now getting into the music scene. But personally, if you want to listen to their style of music, I would go and listen to Attack Attack or Bring Me the Horizon or something. Like, sadly, I didn't get to see Bring Me the Horizon because I do love all these guys, but I heard they didn't do well at the beginning and then finally worked it out the last 2 songs. That kind of sucks. But whatever. I did mosh during Parkway. That's not really moshing, it's called hardcore dancing. I do not accept hardcore dancing, and I never will. I will try it, but both times I've tried it, I've either gotten knocked the hell out or socked in the face. So I don't understand why you gotta flail. Just push some people. Let some rage out. That's not rage if you're, like, kicking your legs in the air and being retarded. Advisory, don't go and see Parkway. Don't go and see Parkway.